Hello. So, I am Maria Sanchez. Welcome to Creating Journeys. This is the very first day of the 100-day challenge. Now, I went on this challenge because I wanted to start a weight loss journey, which actually I technically started about a month ago. But this is something I'm doing with my cousin, who is on Instagram at the Xtina Project, and she has been on this weight loss journey for about a year, and I wanted to start this because I wanted something from the very beginning, just kind of like what works, what doesn't work, and I'm hoping that one, it'll be really cool to see this later on and see the changes that I go through, to see the struggles that I've gone through. And I really just do hope that this ends up helping others out there. And knowing that, hey, you're not alone when it comes to struggling with weight. And so throwing this out there, I started at, I believe it was 200 pounds about a month ago. Right now I'm at 193. And yeah, so my cousin and I decided to go ahead and challenge ourselves to a 100-day challenge of doing calorie deficit. Now, what that is, it actually was introduced to me by my cousin, and she showed me videos from Jordan Syatt, or Syatt. I'm not sure if I'm butchering his name. I apologize. So sorry, Jordan. And I wanted to, I really saw just how he was utilizing calorie deficit in weight loss versus doing all the slow carb or the keto or just everything that so many people are doing now. And I realized that with the whole low carb, slow carb thing, I am just craving things, and then when I crave it and I feel almost like punished for not being able to eat it, and I don't like that feeling. That's how I felt. So I really wanted to take this approach where you can have certain things and it's okay, and still lose weight. So I kind of felt like it just gave me more of a variety, and I feel like I needed that, just mentally, so that I didn't feel as restricted. So that's pretty much what the 100-day challenge, and it's doing this for 100 days and kind of like seeing where we go from there. And it's not necessarily being perfect all the time. We know 100 days does sound like a lot, but in the long run, if you really think about it, I mean, what's the average lifespan of a person nowadays? I mean, I feel people are living to 90s now quite easily, and because of that, 100 days is so minute in that aspect. So what I'm trying to do really is utilize this 100 days, not saying that it's a diet, but utilizing it and saying that it's a habit changing challenge. And I think with that, it helps because it becomes more of a life sustainable thing. And I think that's what we all need. Like, I'm not in a rush to lose the weight. I am just trying to find something that works for me. And I tried the other thing, and granted, I did lose weight, but now I feel like I need something. I need bread or carbs or whatever it is. But anyway, that's what the 100-day challenge is. So you have your goal weight, you pretty much times it by 12, and then that's the calorie intake you're supposed to be doing. I will be placing a link to Jordan Syatt's calorie deficit video down below, because obviously, I mean, he explains it way more in depth, and it's better in understanding it through him versus like third party. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that link below, and he has a lot of really great videos, so I do suggest checking him out. Anyway, let's get back on track here. So what I'm utilizing to do my tracking for the challenge, because he mentions to just like, you know, put an X for the days that you do complete your you do the calorie deficit, and then to or leave it blank, or I don't remember, just watch the video, okay? But what I found is like bullet journaling. And actually I found this through J9's World, and she introduced bullet journaling to me. Now I do think that the bullet journaling is something that's really neat. Once I started looking online and seeing a bunch of different ways to go about it, it's super creative, and it's a nice creative outlet. But to see all like the different fonts and the different, like just all the different designs that they do, one, I do feel I am creative, but I don't have time to be that creative right now. Like I have my daughter, who is now 8 months old. You know, I just became a mama this year, and you know, I'm still a wife. I still work full time. I started a business in August, which is at thebrightersideofthings.com. Check it out. And also, like, I started this weight loss journey too. So I kind of am doing a lot of things right now. So even though I do enjoy the bullet journaling, I just started it, but I decided that for myself to utilize it, I wanted to create my own little templates on the computer. So I'm going to show that to you right now. And the bullet journaling here is, let me show you here. Okay, so I went ahead, this, by the way, is the Happy Planner. And I know a lot of the bullet journals were being used with bound notebooks, and personally for me, I didn't like that, because I don't like how permanent something is. I like to be able to switch things around, move it around as I need it, because I feel like that's just how my life works. And it just makes it a lot easier for me. So anyway, I created this little template. So it has the 100-day challenge up here. I have my start date and my end date, which is neat because February 22nd, that is the day before my daughter turns 1. So that is so cool that it happened that way. Anyway, so I have here, I blacked out the dates that you know, I didn't start, or I blacked out the dates here that the months don't have. And so my low calorie is coded with a lighter blue, and I went ahead and filled that in because I ended up reaching my goal, which was awesome. I ended up hitting 1,600 calories for this day, so I was very excited about that. Originally, I actually was going to work out, and I wanted to do a high calorie intake day, but I did not get a chance to do it, and that's okay. You know, we have to realize it is okay to be a human, okay? Anyway, so this is my days, and it's kind of cool here because I like the fact that so in red, I have here what I call my let loose days. And these are the days where I know I'm gonna be eating crazy. And so the 28th, that's Thanksgiving. I am not holding back. And the 24th, that's Christmas Eve. Usually the crazy eating is on Christmas Eve, not really Christmas Day. So that's why I only put the 24th. And then New Year's Day, yeah, that's going down. So I call them my let loose days because I don't want to have like any negative feeling towards it. I feel everybody needs those days, and I'm not going to feel bad for them, not one bit. And it's kind of nice to see this because look, like, okay, granted I have one here because this was a party that was already, actually 2 parties that we're going to. And there's not really going to be, there's not really any way I can really count calories there because it's just like, you know, it's a party. So, so I'm kind of just blacking that out. But what's nice to see is look at how many days I have of being good or good, like, you know, keeping on track and sticking to my goal. And then yes, I have one here, but then look at how far apart these other ones are. And I feel like, oh wow, seeing this and seeing the planned days of when I am gonna let loose, I feel that kind of just gives me a peace of mind too. It allows me to, really think to myself, okay, you know, like stay on point because you are gonna go nutty on this day. And because of that, you know, it's okay. Like, I'm not going to feel guilty for it because I am going to work towards being on point before and after. So it's nice to see it that way because you won't feel as guilty. You won't feel guilty. I won't. I ain't going to feel guilty. I'm not. And I think that's a huge thing. So this here is my body measurements one, and I went ahead and made this. I think for my next one I want to add a couple of other things, like I want to add the date up here, and maybe even not write in the months. I'm going to leave them blank so that I could write the months in myself. But what's kind of cool is I am going to put this as a PDF on like down below. So there'll be a link there as well. I am not sure how to do that yet, but I'm going to do it and I'm going to learn how to do it. So it will be down there if you do want to utilize it. And I suggest you do because it's nice to see that even though my weight has been fluctuating back and forth, I keep teetering between 191 and 193. It's nice to see these numbers go down. So that's really neat. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things is to see your measurement go down. Because really, when it comes down to it, like, the weight doesn't even matter. It's the measurements that matter. Like, so don't even let that flip you out. So this is my Renfro tracker, which is also a so the Renfo is a scale that I bought on Amazon, and it is something that I utilize for my it's kind of cool because I think it was like only $25, which was a really good deal to me, because it not only does your weight, it like does the BMI, the body fat, like all that stuff. And it's cool because it connects to your phone, so it logs every like weigh-in that you do, and you can compare different dates, all that, whatever. Anyway, it's really cool, so I like it. And so far so good. We track on my 100-day challenge is utilizing the, I don't know if it's just MyFitnessPal or FitnessPal app, but I've been using that because there's a lot of different stuff out there for food and yeah, there's just so many different stuff. So it's really cool to see the that I can either scan something from Costco and all the little like calories, the calories, the fat, carbs, whatever, all the nutrition facts are pretty much on there. So it's nice that I can do that. And then even if you search certain foods up, like I'm Filipino, I had beef nilaga, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to make the recipe, but I saw where they had beef nilaga in there and it was homemade. So I was like, oh cool. Like the fact that they have those things, even like sinigang, chicken adobo, it was like, wow, that's really neat to see that that's in an app. So I recommend that as well. Anyway, we're gonna see where this takes us. We're gonna see how this goes, and from there, it's going to be very exciting. So, yeah, I really am excited about starting this, and we'll see where it goes. All right. So I just want to say, don't wait around for things to happen. You have to create your journeys, and always just look at the brighter side of things, because even better journeys will come along if you do that. Alrighty. Until next time and next video. Oh, and don't forget, please subscribe below. And I don't know if it's this side, that side, whatever. There's a subscribe button. Hit it. It's red. It's big. You can see it. And there's also like a little bell. If you click on that, that also allows for notifications to be sent to you when I post a new video. So, hey, please share, comment, like, go on my Instagram, create in journeys, the same way it's spelled here, except with no space. Alrighty. I'll catch you later. Bye.